What up, everybody? What is good? Dropping in live with I don't want to, I guess it's an emergency podcast. I don't want to call it emergency because it's nothing to freak out about, but I'm calling this an emergency podcast and I'm just going to upload this immediately. This one's got no video, it's just audio. But this one is in dedication to my motherfucking homeboy, Stan Wesley-Pielago. Stan, rest in peace. I fucking love you, man. I don't even know what to say. We lost a real one, man. Stan. If you knew Stan and like you kept up with him from, childhood to after high school, like, man, like he's one of those people that like stood out and was special, and he's one of those people that you meet in adulthood and you're like, damn, this guy's a really good person. Holy shit, like, where did you come from? What's your background? And like, you just don't really know a whole bunch about him unless you ask the right questions, because he's not going to be the one that just, tell you and talk a lot of shit all boisterous. Like, yeah, if you're his homie, he's going to talk a lot of shit too. But like, if you don't, like, if you just don't know him like that, then like, you wouldn't really know what he's been through or what he's up to or anything, and like, I'm really just speechless. This happened yesterday, and today I'm just kind of like, holy fuck, man. Like, I feel so shitty and just been smoking a gang of weed and just kind of checked out, and like, the days feel like, I don't even know, man. They're just dragging by and they're tough, and it's like, Stan to me, I guess let me just kind of like paint this picture. Like, we'll go back to how I knew him, and like, I'll kind of tell you guys a little bit about him and like my interpretation of this. And I'll tell you like what happened and what I've heard and stuff so far. Oh, excuse me. I kind of got a little bit of a cold, so I got a sniffy nose today. Like I said, I've just been feeling like shit, man. Like mentally, emotionally, everything. So my body's kind of like, oh, what are you doing, bro? Like, we're kind of just shutting down, like, chill out, like, hold on, take responsibility, So I first met Stan in 6th grade at Erickson Elementary. And that was, as far as I knew, he first came from the PI, the Philippines, from those of you unfamiliar with that term, I guess. That was a common thing in my neighborhood, Mira Mesa. I'm about to hit the wrong button. That was like a common thing in Mira Mesa.
I know Mira Mesa.
Was for like your homies to come from the PI and just like they would be like 2 years older than you and in the same grade as you, because I guess like our school year systems were off or something. So oftentimes like my friends of mine from the Philippines, they were like slightly older and but still in the same grade. So it was kind of cool because they had like more experience and were like knew more shit, but like still were in the same class. So it was interesting. So like I think back and my homie Stan was just one of these people. He always occurred to me as like so wise. I'm like, why? I don't know, dude. He just occurs wise to me. And I remember when he first came here, he barely spoke English. And the first thing he knew how to do was this whistle thing with his hands like this. Oh. I can't do it very good right now. It works better when your hands are wet. But he showed me how to do that. And I remember everybody was kind of like, people were always like apprehensive when like somebody new comes to school, especially when like it's been the same kids going to school since fucking kindergarten together, and like somebody comes and it's like, whoa, everybody knows, and you're like, yo, this kid don't speak English either, like, what's up with this guy? All he can do is a sick ass whistle. And it was like, damn, that's a sick whistle though. How do you do that? Nobody else knows how to do that. So we're like, oh, my volume is way up, sorry. So we're just kind of like, I remember I just kind of was like, yo, like my whole thing was like, be nice to everybody. Like my dad had told me one time that like the story about how he got hooked up by all these nerds who won a pizza party, but everybody else was picking on the nerds, and he happened to be friends with them, just legitimately, not being like, oh, you guys are nerds or this. It's just like, oh, you guys, we're cool. They won a contest and they won a pizza party, and my dad said he was the only one who got to eat pizza. And in my head, like, winning food is the greatest prize ever. So I was like, man, I'm gonna be cool with everybody. Like, I want to win my own pizza party in a sense. I use that as my metaphor for life to like, I want to win I want to get invited to the pizza party. That became my metaphor for life. So that kind of became my natural outlook since I was a little kid. I was like, all right, well, like, how can I be nice to people? Not like, oh, what's in this for me, but like, damn, I need to, like I said, it was a metaphor. Like, well, shit, the friendship is the pizza party. That's what that represented to me. So I'm like, all right, well, how can I make as many friendships as possible? And now I look back and I had posted on Instagram and Facebook, like, damn, like, my homie passed, this shit hurts. I posted something like that, like, and a bunch of people just reached out with hella love and fucking were just cool as fuck and showed so much support. And, like, I was just like, whoa, man, like, that's the power of really, like, when you keep it real and if you feel like shit and you share it, people are going to be there to back you up, man. Like, not all the time, but at the same time, if you do it responsibly and you're not like, oh, fuck this, because it's like, I wasn't doing some weird ranting shit. I was just like, yo, man, like, I feel like shit, dude. Like, and honestly, I'm not sure why I posted that. That's not really like me to do that. You know what I mean? I would more post a whole long story about it or make a video about it. But just to say that, to kind of like, I wasn't really vague. I was just like, dang, like, my boy from a long time ago, from who I was tied with passed away, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm kind of repeating myself a lot because I'm in a bit of a flurry and I'm trying to make this like a bit shorter too. So anyway, so me and Stan become friends and like, we just communicate through fucking whistling and small words at a time and hand gestures and body language and shit. And like, we just had this automatic, like, yo, like, this guy's cool as fuck. Like, I got your back no matter what type shit. Like, at that point and where we're from, like, it could have been very possible and easy for him to join an opposing gang of the people that I majority knew. So, like, and even then, we still kind of had this, like, yo, like, if that ever happens, like, I still got love for you, bro, So it's like, our respect was that tight for each other. And I feel like I was his first friend when he came to America. I'm sure he had other friends, obviously, but like, it turned out that, like, damn, so we go through junior high school, we go through high school, and then I get in a lot of trouble in 8th grade, blah, 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 kicked out, come to high school, finally in 10th grade. So a bunch of my friends had all like made new friend groups or like, not made new friend groups, but like created a new friend group. And it just so happened to be like a bunch of different people I kind of knew or like was in close relation to, or like somebody was a friend of a friend or a cousin of somebody. And like, we're all related here basically in growing up in Mira Mesa. And like, so I'm kind of tripping out, and it's kind of funny because I didn't really put this together till later, but like, I didn't even realize that the reason that like half my friend group knows each other is because of Stan. And it's like, he was the pivotal person in our group that like really introduced and held everybody together. And it's like, well, hold on a second. Like, now we can assign this role in different ways to different people, but when I look at it, he's like the original one. Like, it's just so interesting because it's like, if you knew him and you really knew him and you were like really in his real life, not rather than just kind of like a social circle, like, he was a really good person, and whoever he was tight with, he's really tight with. And it surprised me because he actually became friends with people who were my friends when I was really little, and I never even knew they knew each other. And then it turns out they're all best friends, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So like, it's weird because in my experience, like, the people who hung out with Stan in adult life and still maintain communications with them, like, I feel like every person felt like they were his best friend almost. It's like he just had this way of like showing respect and taking care of you. And it's just, oh man, it's hard to explain who he was. You had to know him to really get his vibe and who he was. And what's really interesting too is like, to me, his spiritual depth was crazy. Like, he understands a lot of shit that people will not ever understand. He's explored a lot of realms and places that people will never get or experience or even begin to understand. And he's just such a deep, interesting person. Like, every time I would go to his house, and this is like in adult life, like most of my memories of him now are of adult life. And it kind of is interesting that I'm thinking about this because it used to always be, I would think of high school, junior high, and um, elementary school. So it's kind of interesting just now that I'm saying this out loud. I realized, damn, like I really bonded with him most in adult life, you know? And shit, we did a lot of shit together, man. We were in Vegas together. We did some crazy shit, you know? And like the conversations that him and I specifically would have. Oh my God, I wish I could have him on recording, dude. Like, I wish I could have documented the conversations him and I could have, that we had together. You know, granted, he was a very private dude, so like, I don't know if he would even have like allowed it, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, it's interesting, but who he was, like, his heart was just, and I just talked to his cousin right now, like, both of them. Oh, shout out Fan and Audrey if you know you guys hear this. Um, you know, if you guys need anything, you already know, man. I fucking love you guys no matter what. Um, and I got you guys back. I fucking love your family. And I lost my point where I was going, but my point was that like Stan, he was the type of person. I just talked to Audrey and she had said something that was really powerful. I'm gonna say it how it occurred to me rather than exactly what she texted than what she had like written in the message. And is that like, you know, I feel a little something along the lines of like I feel a little bit better knowing that he lived the life that he loved, like no regrets type of shit. And I was like, whoa. And I legit was like, I had to thank her for saying that because I'm like, damn, like, you know, thank you for saying that. Fuck, that makes me feel a lot better now actually because he really was that person that lived his life. Like, it didn't matter who the fucking president was, who the fucking senator was, whatever. He did what he was going to do, and he did what he wanted to do, and he did it with respect, and he did it with kindness, and he did everything he did out of love, you know? And I'm like, damn, the last time I talked to him, he was working on becoming like a doctor or something, getting his doctorate. Excuse me. And I'm just like, fuck, man. The last time I talked to him was in January. It's February right now. It's, sorry, I don't mean to sniffle on the microphone. It sounds all gross, I know. It's Wednesday, February 24th. So this happened yesterday, February 23rd. The last time I talked to him was in the beginning of January this month. And I'm just like, damn, I look at our text messages and it's just jokes. Like, he's just cracking jokes. Like, him and I, our relationship was just like, we either would only have the funniest fucking shit to say to each other, or like be talking on some real deep shit. And whether it be about happiness, life, status, character, you know, principles, morals, spirituality, plant medicines, drugs, you know, family, like we would just get into it. And it was always he was the type of person I couldn't see him and not just get into it. You know, every time we would see each other and start talking, it would have to like hours would have to go by. It couldn't be this like quick. I mean, it would either be like quick, like, oh, hey, thanks, what up, peace, all right? Or it would just be like deep and hella long. But it oftentimes went more deep and long than, you know, like the conversations would go deeper and longer than like not. Man, I'm just like, I'm really at a loss for words. And I just wanted to put this out there just to kind of document what's going on. And it's, man, This is a big loss for my circle of friends and our group, and for a lot of people. Stan was such a pivotal person in all of our lives that, man, it's crazy too. Oh, this is crazy too. And my brother happened to be texting with him the morning of the day that he passed away, actually, which is crazy. Like, that's also another trippy coincidence, you know? It's like, I'm just like, finally, kind of everybody, the word's kind of getting out, and all the like close people who are starting to find out. And it's like, the pain's just starting to hit me, man. Like, it's interesting because I have the emotional intelligence and emotional awareness of what it's like to lose somebody, or to lose a lot of people, and to experience death and things like that. And it's interesting because I'm applying it, and before I would have just been so mad and just like, you know, like, I don't even know, man. But now I'm with just kind of like, whoa, I feel shocked. Like, that's really it. Like, sadness is starting to creep in, but I feel more shocked than anything. And like, I'm just looking for what there is to be appreciative of in this whole circumstance. And like, what got pointed out is like, what's to be appreciative is that he lived a life that he loved. And, you know, he passed away. What I heard the story was that he was up hiking, and yeah, and I'm just gonna sum this up the quick way without all that like extra details. So he was up hiking at Cowles Mountain, and I guess passed out or something like that. And he got life flighted from there to the hospital, and they tried to resuscitate him, and they weren't able to. And I guess they pronounced him dead at the hospital there. And yeah, and then that's when like me and, you know, the rest of friends started getting text messages, and the word kind of started going around, and it's kind of still going around today. You know, I'm talking with different people online, calls, texts, and oh man, it's just it's tough, man. It's really tough. This is, like I said, this is a tough one. This is a big hit to my life, and to my group, and to my circle, and to a really big and really good family, you know. It's crazy because I think when the funeral happens, I think we're all gonna really see like and feel the power. I mean, we're already feeling it, but like, he wasn't big on social media. He was big in like real life interactions. So I think it's gonna be interesting to really see, like, holy fuck, like, this is the impact he was having, you know? Like, he touched a lot of people and touched a lot of lives, and was doing it in this way where like nobody even connected the dots, you know? He's one of these people who's a connector, he's a teacher, he's just like, he has such wisdom inside of his face, like in his eyes. It's crazy. You can just, man, it's a trip, dude. Like, truly. I just, it's so interesting too, because, man, you know, Stan taught me so much about plant medicines and different natural medicines and things like that. And was just such a guide for me, and such a good person. And it's interesting because he has the same face that like my teachers that was out in Peru had. And it was weird because even when I was out in Peru, I kept thinking it was my homie Stan, and I was just like, this is weird, you know, like, they're about maybe like 40 years apart, but I was like, whoa, this is like, he kind of like embodies his soul and spirit, you know. And then like, I don't know, it's kind of just a random tangent to observation, but I just, man, like, I don't know, dude, it's crazy. Life is short if you're enjoying it. Life is long if you're suffering through it. So just enjoy it, man. Make the most of it. It's too short. Enjoy, appreciate who we've got. We've got to appreciate our people, man. We've got to. We got to appreciate our things, our people, what we have. It could be taken just like that easily. Just goes away. And like, it's, when people pass away, it's something else, man. It's really tough. And at the same time, I think as somebody who's gone through and experienced a lot of death in their life, the best advice I have and I can give to you guys is it's not lame like, oh, stay positive, be happy, keep your head up. Like, that's cool, but that's not gonna do anything. Being positive is bad advice when it comes to somebody dying. Like, so what I think is, when it comes to the death of somebody that you love and you care about, it's important to be grateful. It's important to appreciate the time that they had. It's important to feel sad. It's important to let the pain in. It's important to feel the pain and let it process. It's okay to let it take several weeks, several months, several years, if that's what it takes. It's okay. We've got to be appreciative. And that's one thing I've been doing every day for the past, or I've been trying to do for the past year or two, is say at least 3 things I'm grateful for when I wake up and go to sleep every day. I can't get it every single time, but I do set alarms. I have it written everywhere and it's in my head. And because of this, I now question, even if I did it, or even if I did or didn't do it, I question, did I say what I'm grateful for? And whether I did or didn't, I say what I'm grateful for again. Whether it's something different or not, it's still just something new. It's like, oh, well, I'm grateful for this. And now it's like I'm averaging saying what I'm grateful for, like rather than it being zero and complaining about shit. I'm now saying what I'm grateful for and subconsciously thinking what I'm grateful for at least 3 to 24 times a day, at least. So that's kind of been the power, and it's been shifting my whole perspective and on how I feel and view life and everything that's going on. So that's what I'm gonna say is, if you feel shitty, man. Don't fight the pain, let it in, and heal from it. You have to heal, you have to rest, you have to feel the pain to heal. And this is the advice I'm taking for myself. It's like, I gotta let it in, I gotta heal. Just let it heal. Let the cut be open, let it clean it, heal it, let it scab up, and then fucking you're clear. And you don't gotta feel the pain. You can just feel the appreciativeness next time you go and revisit the thought and the feeling of losing the loved one. And I realized I need to do it. I should do like an episode or a whole topic of that on like one of the real podcasts, because this is something I have kind of traveled the course and have a good roadmap for. And it's just a good reminder for myself, as well as if it helps anybody else out. So on that note, we're going to wrap this up, man. Stan, rest in peace. I love you, homie. My fuck, man. Stan, my brother, I love you, man. Rest in peace. Any of the friends and family, you guys need anything, you know where to get at me. You know how to find me. Holler at me. Most of you guys got my number. If not, hit me online. You already know. So let's plan something and celebrate the life of our fucking brother, man, and our uncle. We called him uncle. That was a point I was gonna make earlier. He always was like, he was our uncle, and that's what we called him. We call him Kuya, Kuya Noi Noi, and we called him Kuyak Neck Neck, and that was kind of a nickname. But it's true, he was like an uncle to us all, and he had that figure and that status, and he was just like, well, not the figure, what do I mean? He was that type of figure, and he had that status, so he earned it, he deserved it, and he rocked it. And he gave us good advice and had everybody's back when we really needed it. He was always like the low-key dude, like helping everybody behind the scenes, man. Stan, Oh man, I can't even believe this, bro. Fucking love you, man. Rest in peace, homie. Rest in peace, my brother. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and man, make sure you guys tune into the next episode that we have, because we got a real special guest with some honestly some of the craziest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life, actually. So make sure you guys catch that, and rest in peace. You guys appreciate each other. Love all. Appreciate everything that you've got and don't have. Keep it real, keep it authentic, and let's keep having the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude. On that note, Rooster Tail, take us out, please.